Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got done filming my 4-month, 5-month, 6-month, and 7-month update. I'm super excited I finally got to it. And Aiden kind of helped me watch Presley during that because she's super fussy lately and she loves him and loves playing with him. So he helped with that, and then I put her down for a nap, and I thought since, and I think everything's kind of crooked right now. It'll be okay. I thought since the house is kind of decent, I kind of look decent. I'm ready for fall, obviously, but I look decent, maybe. And Sissy's down for a nap. It's a good time to film another video. And yes, it is very crooked and it is very bothering me. That's better, okay. So, let's jump into this one. This one's going to be a heart-wrenching one for me. I want to talk about postpartum and breastfeeding body image. I've already done, excuse me, I've already done a postpartum body image, but that was like shortly after I gave birth, and now so we are almost 8 months past, and I'm doing another postpartum because I haven't lost any more weight. I think since the day she was 5 days old, I haven't lost anything. I'm about the same weight, pretty much. I think I might even be a couple pounds heavier. And that's really hard to say and really hard to swallow. I kind of feel like something's wrong with me. I kind of feel like a loser in some way because everyone around me who has had babies is in their pre-baby weight or smaller, even on YouTube, or people I know from high school, or people I knew from high school are smaller and look great. And when we went to the beach, must have tried on 100 bathing suits and I wanted to cry. It's not that I can't do it, it's I'm having trouble doing it. I'm having trouble to get the will to do it, and I think, I don't know what it is, honestly. I was told breastfeeding, the weight would drop like that. So if you're in my shoes and the breastfeeding weight is not coming off, this video is for you because you're not alone. And I feel like my cravings are 10 times worse after breastfeeding. And I'm having trouble saying no to things, and I'm having trouble with portion control. And I'm just struggling. I'm struggling. The hardest part is, and I tried to explain this to my mom and she said I understand that. The hardest part is I don't feel big until I look at myself in the mirror, and then I'm like, wow. I personally don't feel big. I feel like my boobs are huge, but of course, because I'm breastfeeding. I think because I was pregnant and then the baby came out, I feel small. I feel back to how I was. However, I am a good 20 pounds over what I was, and I'm a good 30 pounds overweight. What I think is ideal weight for me, I'm 30 pounds over, and I'm 20 pounds over what I started at before Presley. Yeah, it is a hard pill to swallow, and I just have no will to want to lose the weight right now, and I don't know why. And I have no willpower either to say no. I know I can, I just don't know what's stopping me. Yeah, I guess you can call it happy weight. I think one of the biggest thing is my husband like still makes me feel attractive and happy, and if he didn't, maybe I'd feel differently. I'm not happy with my body, but I'm also not making the change, and that probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but that's kind of where it's at. Like, I'm not happy with what I see in the mirror, but I'm also not making the change, so it all kind of falls on me. And yeah, I don't know why I can't get it under control. I'm not gaining, so that's good, but I'm not losing. And just the cravings are outside this world. They're so much worse in pregnancy. And with Aiden, I didn't breastfeed, so I don't know if it's the breastfeeding. I had talked to maybe 1 or 2 people where they said they didn't lose the weight until after. Come in, baby. Yeah, come on in.
I don't think that stuff that you washed is dry yet.
Oh, do you want to turn it on one more time then?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's kind of dry, but it's also really cold.
Well, it's probably cold because it's not fresh out of the dryer. Is it damp?
Like it, did you open the lid?
Uh-huh.
What does damp mean?
Like kind of still a little wet.
How would you?
He's doing his chores right now, and one of his chores is switching the laundry over from the washer to the dryer. He doesn't think the dryer is done. He also is going to start, I need to get like one of those quick vacuums, and then he's going to vacuum every day downstairs. That's going to be one of his chores. It'll take him like 5-10 minutes, and then he has to fold his clothes and put them away. That's a chore of his, and he takes care of his room and bathroom. So he has a little responsibility, not super much. Sometimes he helps me with the trash, and he puts his own dish away. I guess I could make him do the dishes, but a lot of time. He can help me, and if I ask, he will, but he'll kind of pout about it. Is it dry?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, I have no clue what I was saying. Okay, I went back and watched the very end so I could see what I was talking about. I have talked to a couple people who said they didn't lose the weight till after they got done breastfeeding, but it's only like a handful of people, not a lot. So, it's kind of where I'm at. Now let's talk about how I feel. Yes. Careful. What's up? You just gonna stay here and listen? Okay. Let's talk about how other people, I feel, see me. And this is not meant to hurt anybody's feelings. This is all my personal thoughts and opinions. I feel like people around me and close to me are judging me, probably because I'm judging me. However, my mom and my dad have both mentioned my weight in different scenarios, different ways, and it hurts, and I have a really tough skin, so I'm pretty okay with it. But I finally told my mom, I was like, listen, you're kind of this is what I said. I said, you're kind of pissing me off. I said, every time we're together, you talk about my weight, or you mention something, or you talk about diet or something like that, or I feel like you just look at my portions and you just judge me. So I did say that to my mom, and I don't think my mom was doing that 100%. I think a lot of it is how I feel internally, kind of like mirroring it onto her and thinking she feels that way. But they both, her and my dad, have mentioned my weight before. So that is something. My mother-in-law, she knows I'm trying to lose weight, and I think she's trying to help me by, she said this, Aiden, careful. She said this one thing where she brought my husband's favorite dessert, and I was like, oh, I hate that stuff. And she goes, yeah, but then you won't feel tempted to have it. And like that, I was like, was that like a dig at my weight? And I don't think it was. I talked to her about losing weight, and I talked to her about how I had struggled, and I think she was trying to help me. But how I take it is that other people are judging my weight. And it's all in my head, and I'm mirroring my feelings onto what other people act, and I'm thinking they're saying those things towards me. So although my mom and dad have mentioned and a couple comments about it, and my mom does it because she knows I'm not happy with it, and so she's trying to hold me accountable and get me to where I am losing weight. But I finally told her, I said, I'm not ready, obviously. I said, I'm not doing it, so I'm not ready. But it is hard, and I want to be ready. Like, that's the hard part. I want to be ready, and I don't know. And I really, like, I thought I was going to fall off breastfeeding like everybody said that's going to. So I'm a little disappointed, and I think that might be part of it, is I stopped losing really quickly. And it was heartbreaking, and I don't see everyone else struggling. And I'm kind of the type of person where, like, if I have a bad day, I like really make it a bad day. So if I trying to be on a diet or eat healthy, and then I end up fibbing and doing eating something not healthy, like I'll trash the whole rest of the day, which is awful. Like, why can't I just indulge on one thing and then not trash the rest of the day? But this is so like hard to talk about, and I hate saying how I am, like, because it's not cute. Like, it's not what you want to strive to be like. And I wish I wasn't like that. I wish I had self-control like my husband, and it's just really hard. And he's also 6'4" and can eat whatever he wants, and I struggle with that too. And every time I try and make healthy food, he's always like, ew, like that tastes gross, like I didn't like that, that's not a keeper. And since he's not into being healthy, it makes it easier for me not be into eating healthy, which is just another excuse that I'm making pretty much. I'm full of them. I'm full of excuses. So that's kind of where I'm at with my weight and my body image, and it's sad for me to look at and feel, and I really could cry right now. I hate talking about my weight and my body. I guess people probably want to hear my weight, and you know what, whatever, you can hear it if it helps you. Don't let my weight make anyone feel better, because again, I am probably not Aiden Lucas, I am probably not overweight. I am for me. I hope that makes sense to everybody. I don't want to make anybody else feel bad about themselves. I don't go have Big Macs every day, but I also eat really big portions, and that's hard too because my husband can. And it also drives me nuts that, like, if I save something, it's gone the next day, and so I always feel like I have to eat it because he'll eat it. Like, I told him, I was like, if it's my leftovers, don't touch them, because then I'm gonna want to eat it all and I'll overeat. But okay, so I am 5'1", maybe 5'2", and I weigh 150 right now, and I've dropped down to 145, so I'm about 5 pounds. I'm probably 147, honestly. I haven't been 150 in a hot minute. I usually stay at 147 in the morning, 150 at night after I've eaten everything. And I started at 132 pre-baby. That kind of helps you at all. And ideally, I'd like to be at 120. I think that's where my best weight is. When I was playing soccer after Aiden, so I know I can get to this weight. So after Aiden, when I went back and played college soccer, I was in like the best shape since I had Aiden, and I was 115. That's really hard for me to maintain because I was practicing every single day. I had soccer practice every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, so that's really hard for me to maintain, and I understand that that is not realistic, but I do think 120 for my height is realistic. And that's where I would feel happy at. So if you're with me, I do want to try to do a healthy journey. I'm not gonna take anything completely out of my diet. If you watch my 4-month, 5-month, 6-month, 7-month update of Presley, I kind of explain why I'm not taking everything out of my diet or taking anything out. I'm not restricting myself fully to anything, and I explain why there. So what I'm going to do and try to do, if you want to follow with me and do it with me, is portion control. Because when I teach Arbonne's Healthy Living, that's the first thing I teach is portion control, because it's a huge thing. We overeat and we overdo our portions. So I'm going to try to watch my portions from now on. So for the month of August, it is going to be portion control. And we'll see how I do at the end of August. And I'm hoping if I do it on here, I'll hold myself accountable. I'm hoping other people do it with me and encourage me and hold me accountable as well, or send me their updates. But that's literally all I'm gonna do is portion control and not overindulging. So maybe have a coconut milk ice cream at the end of the night, not every night, and not that plus chocolate. And not that and powdered donuts at work, because my father-in-law always has those. Because I'm sick of how I feel around my family. where I feel like people are constantly judging me. Even my husband sometimes, when I'm like, will you grab me an ice cream if he's heading downstairs, I feel guilty. Like, I feel like he's judging me and being like, you don't need that ice cream. He never says that, but like, again, it's me mirroring my feelings on the people I love and people close to me, and that's what I feel like he's thinking. And I know other people have to feel that way because it is a personal guilt thing. So nothing against my parents, nothing against my husband, nothing against my in-laws. Like, that's just my own self mirroring my feelings onto them, thinking that they're feeling that same way. So I want that to stop. I want to feel better about putting on my clothes. I want to feel better about me. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to have to worry about, I'm working a wedding this weekend, and I don't want to have to worry about if I'm going to fit into a dress in my closet. But that's really easier said than done. So, not to mention, like, my stomach is so flabby, it's embarrassing. It's sad. I'm gonna take before pictures. I guess I will post them on here. I'll insert them. Maybe. If I get the guts, I'll insert them. I want to, so other people have something to relate to, because I feel like I'm probably more of the majority of the world, but right now I feel like the minority of the world with my weight and people having babies lately. I just feel like I'm on the lower scale of things where everyone's bouncing back into shape, and here I am not losing weight. So I hope I'm the majority, and it's just the other people who are posting a lot, and that's all I see. And there are other moms like me who aren't posting their weight, and that's because we're hiding it. So hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully this encourages somebody. Hopefully you want to go on this journey with me. And I will try and do updates about it, and hopefully I can stick with it. So please send me some encouragement, because struggle bus right here. But oh, and a little advice, not advice, a suggestion. I have found, I don't know what happened to my bottle. I have found that I love this ice water, and I've been really good about saying water lately instead of water, but this ice water. And this one is pomegranate blueberry. I think the peach nectar one is my favorite. This one's really good though. I love these. I love them when I feel like I need something carbonated, because they have that little sparkling taste. I also am obsessed with my fizz sticks. Arbonne has the most amazing fizz sticks that give you caffeine and energy, but they do it from plant-based, so that you don't have the fall off. So I'm also loving that too, because I am a very poor water drinker and I need to get better at it. So the ice water and the fizz sticks have been helping me a lot, and I will put information below if you want to try the fizz sticks. I also cannot wait to do the 30 days healthy living, but I will not do that until I'm done breastfeeding. Again, I talk about why in the 4-month, 5-month, 6-month, 7-month update. It's a long update. And but I am doing my protein shakes again, and I'm gonna incorporate those more. If you want to see some recipes, I will be happy to do some. But those are some changes I have already started making. I'm gonna plan on making it a habit, and portion control for sure. But I'm not gonna say no to like indulgences. Like, if I want an ice cream on the weekend, like to go out and get ice cream with my family, I'm not gonna say no. If we want to go out to a restaurant, I'm not gonna say no, because then I feel like I'm torturing myself. So I hope I'm making that clear about how I'm gonna go about this. Is just smaller portions, but still not 100% saying no to things, because I want to live my life and not feel like I'm constantly restricting myself. But I'm also sick of being a victim to food, and I feel like I am. So I'm just gonna try and balance my eating. Okay, I'm done rambling now. So until my next video, bye guys.